Morning. Today we are going to clean a carburetor. This is my 2000 Yamaha Razz, and as you can see, I got some fuel leaking out of my airbox, and I am pretty sure that what's happening is the float is sticking and causing the carb to overflow a little bit, and I'm getting gas out the airbox. It's blowing back, so we're gonna remove the airbox, remove the carb, and clean it. This cleaning can be done to any carb. I just happen to be doing it to a razz today. Oh, look at that. There's my fuel petcock. That's attached really nicely. I think it comes factory that way. So we'll fix that up. We'll make it better than factory when we're done. I'll be back. Okay, on this particular one, this airbox has two bolts holding it in, one right here and one right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take those off, and I'll be back. All right, bolts out, airbox off, and there's a lot of fuel in there, and you can see a lot of fuel around the edge of the carb here. I'm hoping that my assumption is correct. What we got to do is, I don't know if I can even get it. Yep, we got to loosen this bad boy up. Where is it? How do I get my finger over there? Right there, and pull the carb off. As usual, I'll be back. All right, carb off. I'm gonna have to remove this factory connector here. This one just isn't there, so when we get that off, that'll give us a little bit more slack to take this carb apart and get it cleaned out. Man, look at that. That's good looking. I think I'm gonna shorten this vacuum line too, because wow, that's a lot of vacuum line. Doesn't need to be that long. Okay, carb is off. Got a little fuel drippy drip, but the vacuum petcock is doing its job. I cleaned this not too long ago, so I'm sure the petcock is fine. But we got our carb off here. Your carb's going to be different than mine probably, unless you're working on a razz. But that there is the bowl. 2 screws, 1 and 2, and I'm going to take those off, remove the bowl, and get her cleaned out. All right, I got her opened up. She looks pretty clean, but I'm going to clean it anyway. So I'll head into my shed and see if I can find some carb cleaner. More than likely, the way life goes, I don't have any. I'm going to have to go to the store. So I keep saying it. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. We got that carb cleaner. We're going to take out this jet, remove this screw so we can pull the float, and we're going to spray the shit out of it. And while we're in there, we're going to clean the jets with these jet cleaning tools that my buddy Brewster kicked my way. Thank you, Aaron. So let's get this party started. Just carefully unscrew these jets. Take this here screw out. We're going to use our trusty, well, as my wife calls it, a four-way Phillips screwdriver. We got that out. We got everything out. And again, like I said, everybody's carb is going to be a little bit different. Just make sure you don't lose any parts. Gonna take these jet cleaners and just clean out that jet. I don't know if you can see through there, but these jets are really clean already. So I'm just going to take my trusty carb cleaner, step to the side over here, and spray the shit out of this carburetor. Alright, I'm going to spare you the details because who needs details? I sprayed the carburetor, I sprayed through all the passageways. Got her nice and cleaned out, and she is ready to be put back together. So I got these jets put back in. I just wanted to mention, don't go ape on these things and tighten them, over tighten them or strip them or anything. Get them snug in there, get them nice and tight. That's all you need to do. So again, like I say, everybody's carb is a little different. Here's the float needle. Really want to get that float needle in position. So it's on there. Drop her in. Get this bar over there in position. Get this thing set down. She's sitting down good. Grab your little screw here and your four-way screwdriver, more commonly known as a Phillips. Tighten that down. And I did not get that good enough. That screw did not go over this. You gotta get that under the screw. So it holds it in place. Looks good to me. Make sure we put our gasket back on. Put it on in the correct direction. We got our gasket. Orient this the correct way. Drop her down. Grab our screws. And fuck it, we're just going to call this a four-way from now on. Grab our trusty four-way. Tighten these. Don't tighten them all the way down at first. Just get them started to where it's snug. And then go back and forth a little bit till you get them really nice and snug. And kind of have even pressure on both sides, or that bowl's gonna leak. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Sprayed that out one more time because I noticed a little bit of gunk right there. All right, let's put it back on. Okay, carb's back on. Tighten her down on the intake. As you can see right there, she's tight. It ain't going nowhere. I got out my trusty box of bolts so that we can get this vacuum petcock bolted back on a little bit better than it was before. I think that from the factory they probably had 2 bolts in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that bolted on. Petcock bolted back on. We got 2 bolts holding it now, where we only had 1 before, and we did that because 2 was better than 1. I'm gonna hook up this gas line. This gas line is a little bit crispy, but I don't have any replacement line right now, so we're just gonna run with it. Get that on there, nice and snug. I need a cameraman. Okay, that's on there. Now here's our vacuum line. Look how long that vacuum line is. Completely unnecessary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on to the carb side. If I can find the nipple. I said nipple. Okay, it's on there. I'm gonna pull it off on this side. I'm gonna shorten it. We're gonna cut it off right about there. I'm grabbing scissors. You're just gonna have to trust me. All right, I cut that off. That is much better. No sense in having it be super long. It doesn't need to be super long. It just needs to create a vacuum. I put that carb back on and I forgot to put it back together. So I'm gonna pop it back off, put this on, put the airbox on, and take her for a ride. I'll talk to y'all later. Here's that box I'm taking to the UPS store. Just wanted to show you something. I run without a battery on this thing. I also run premix, so I don't have an oil tank. The battery box makes a nice cigarette and wallet holder. I plan to, I don't know, custom something up to have more of a trunk, but for now, that works really well. This thing was running fine, I might add. I just, like I say, there was fuel dripping down back here by the airbox. I think cleaning the carb took care of it. We're about to find out. I don't know if I can hold my phone while I kickstart this or not, but let's see how she starts. Let's give her a little choke. Well, okay, disregarded not starting a second ago. You guys are supposed to watch my videos more closely and immediately contact me before the video's even posted and tell me I did something wrong. Anyway, we'll skip what I did wrong. Maybe somebody will notice and point it out. But she's running now. We got the UPS package. We're dry here. And we're gonna run to UPS and back and see if it's still dry there. Went to the UPS store, came back. Unfortunately, it is still spitting gas and it's dripping out through the airbox. And I already wiped it off, but it's coming out. I'm not exactly sure why. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Clifton, Brandon, Joe, Nathan, Bill, Bob, and Terry, whoever else. This is a test to see if you're watching. Yeah, let me know your ideas. I'm gonna look at the reeds. Maybe the reeds are messed up. Reeds look perfect, so that's not causing it to blow back out of the carb. I'm at a loss here. I guess I'm going to reassemble this and clean the carb again and just see what happens. Keep on keeping on. If anybody knows why I'm getting fuel blowback out my carb into the airbox, let me know. Bye-bye. Well, reed cage back on. I'm just gonna put this sucker back together and hope it fixes itself. She runs great, so Whatever. It's only mostly official. Peace out.